I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently, Zacharias had been drinking before his death. Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. These scars are old.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation. I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. These antiques look quite valuable. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. Zacharias Greystoke. Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim. Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank. Some bits are missing.
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
All the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact, you do.
Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been. A murder at my club? What a...
Some bits are missing.
A murder at my club? What a disaster for our reputation.
At your service.
Here it is. My archive. I can always... My archive. I can always consult with it if need. I do hope that bone has no connection to what's... There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being. And ordinary... This...
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime that is closed.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation. I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. It appears... Some bits of... The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
But where is the statue? Did it vanish?
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. My archive. I can always My archive. I can My archive.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday.
My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me.
Really?
Mayan Quiche?
The statue... This statue is made of metal. The first...
Ah. Yes. Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
You know, Father, you're... and... she's... and...
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin...
Oh, Kate, thank you.
Here it is. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
The statue.
What do you make of the fact?
It's quite clear.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. The case is scratched and dented. The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch. Zach, these... Money was left inside the wallet. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful. Sir Charles.
I hurried outside and I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear...
You saw the statue running.
It was dark. And can't...
Did you know that?
Yes, of course.
But why would...
Oh,
Sir Charles...
it was done. We re...
Is the count... May I go...
Its member...
Traces of metal on stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall. Scratches on the stone. Piece of the statue's mounting rod. Pieces from the pedestal.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
The iron mounting rod is broken. Traces of metal on stone. The surface is damaged. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Only club members have access. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall. Scratches on the stone. Traces of metal on stone. Traces of metal on stone. And what about the statue?
I've no idea.
Right.
Yes,
Please go.
he said this morning that he was alone. But
You... So... It looks as if Zacharias and killed...
well, Holmes,
My conclusion? Everything...
very.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
Please, he's not
I'm
guilty.
always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Huh, Zacharias had already... Money was left in... So what? This spear... An ordinary the Mayan... Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the papers from... I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. No, I think... I don't... I don't think... No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the... It's not only a calendar, it's a curse.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body. These scars are old. This is where the spear entered the body. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person. It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no...
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later. Sir Charles...
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. The late Mr. The late Mr. The late Mr. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias. These antiques. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bit. Ah, Sir Charles was one. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Great. Interesting. Zacharias Greystoke. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was...
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact...
Ah, so he... But I don't...
It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. I wonder who this man is. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. These antiques.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
You have a fine collection.
All the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need a pipette. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
The statue of Takunu Ma. Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Gumballs Road. Keaton Street. Keaton Street. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Possum Street. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
It's that way.
Possum Street. Cranny Street. Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop. Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here?
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ah, reassuring. Something large and heavy was dragged here.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring. Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Tekun Uman.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Fresh scratches. There were 2 large boxes.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
My archive. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. I do hope that bone has no connection. A drawing of Tikkun Uman. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tikkun Uman's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh,
Watson.
I do hope that bone has no connection. I can't help myself. I must open this letter. I need to tell...
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me.
Let's reseal it. Let's reseal it. Let's... That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes...
So said the father, cloaked.
You won't say that. Very well.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful.
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes.
Alice, come back.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want...
Ah, Holmes.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him. But you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague. Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you? Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible. He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Mr. Byron is due for a consultation with Dr. Brunt. Our man passed by.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for...
No, the gentleman left directly after.
Holmes, it seems...
Obviously. And he knows... That isn't our man. Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together. Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK. Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
No! Please help! Please help! Help! No! Please help!
I need something sharp to cut those ropes. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. This table could serve as cover. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me. Cover me! Watson, cover me! Locked. Watson, come here. He's behind the screen. Our assailant escaped using this rope. A statue was once here. Now it's missing. The iron mounting rod is broken. The iron... Locked.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Our attacker escaped through this skylight. It appears that the missing statue... is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago?
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear. Well, he practiced archaeology. Imagine his state of adrenaline.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever.
There's a locked door.
All right.
This bed is very small. Albiet's wife and son, I presume. This model forms a part of another, larger model. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. There's a little bed in the small room. It's being used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekenu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions, but I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Some bits are missing. Some... Some bits of